All right, hello boys and girls. Today what I have for you is what's called food studies, where we take some simple everyday items, like some snacks we have here, and we use it to help us improve how we draw and also our creativity. So what we're gonna do is, instead of having all these snacks that I got from my pantry, okay, I got a marshmallow here, yummy, big giant one. These are Llama O's, they're kind of new, my daughter's had. I got some crackers, some apple slices, gotta stay healthy, along with a nice cheese stick. I may or may not unwrap it in a minute. Some raisins and some Funyuns. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of having all this together, I'm gonna get a fresh plate out like this. And I'm just gonna take a couple of these and just kind of put them together and see what they look like. So let's do some crackers. I like the square shape of those. Maybe just like, bam, toss in some of these right here. Oh, I like that, that's pretty cool. But, so I just kind of let that happen. Now you can spend some more time designing them, or you can try to lay them up in interesting ways, you know, do a little Lego with them. But I'm just gonna kind of put these here, maybe put a few down like this. Yeah, that looks cool. And then what I do is I just try to draw what I see here onto here. So I'm gonna just do this. Now I'm gonna keep these small. I'm gonna make me a little square like that right there. Almost like I have me a little window frame. I'm gonna do my big shapes first. So I'm gonna draw my crackers. They're square, so this one's kind of leaning a little bit. It's got a little edge, so okay, that kind of looks like cracker. All right, I'm gonna do the other one. Notice it sticks out from underneath this one, so I'm gonna get this, a little bit of a line, go up. All right, got those. Now I can do some circles for these. So I see I got one sitting here. I'm gonna do an outside circle and look a little inside to show the hole too. Okay, look at this one. Look how it's oblong. So I'm gonna make an oblong one. So you can kind of have fun with these and change them up a little bit. There's that one. Ooh, look at this one. That's pretty cool. And I got these three over here. Look, this one starts right here at the end. So I'm gonna make this one touch here. And you almost can't even see the hole in there. It's so big. It's like a big Llama O, I guess. All right, then we got another one right here. This one's here. Put another little hole like that. All right, whoop. I might want to fix that up a little bit. Staying really light while I'm sketching these out, okay? Just to get everything in place. All right, now I can come through. Now that I have everything in place, maybe go back and draw this in a little heavier so I can actually see that part of there. The good thing about looking at things is you can see small details that you might not think about in your head. So when I look at these crackers, in my head, I know crackers have the little small dots on them, like in the middle, but as I look at this, I can actually count these and see that they do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then they repeat again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So there's 3 sets or 3 rows of 3 and 2 in the middle. So when I do mine, I can do that too. So look. Put a little dot here, little dot here, little dot here, right? Notice they kind of follow the order there. Then there's a dot here and here and here. And then there's one in the middle. That one's hidden by that thing, so I'm gonna let it just be hid because it's overlapping. If something goes in front of something else, you can't see it. And then in the middle, look, there's one right here, here, and here, and here. And just by looking at that and observing that, we're able to see that small detail. Okay, a lot of times in art, you've got to train yourself to look at the details, go back and look at them. So I'm going to kind of develop this cracker over here a little bit, maybe give it a little bit of edge. Boom, I like that. Oh yeah, maybe develop these some. Can go back and apply that same thing, count my dots. Now in here, I notice one of mine's covered up, but it looks like in this one, I don't have the same amount of little area. So I'm just going to kind of make that happen. I know 3 go up here. I had 3 down here, 3 here, and here. Okay. And it's a pretty nice little cracker study there. If I wanted to go back in and do some shading or some value and really show where things overlap, because there is some really interesting shadows in here, I could go back and lay them in, and it becomes a very interesting little drawing. Maybe put a little shadow around the base of this right here, because that actually does, from where I'm sitting, I can see a little bit of a side of that, and I can see the side of this too. So I'd have to go back in and make those a little bit more 3D looking. Add this shapes. But what's cool about, once again, whenever you draw by looking at stuff, you can see where these shadows are, and it helps you to be able to go in and not have to guess where, oh, does this have a shadow on this edge, or how dark is this? You can see and you can analyze. Look, there's a little shadow over here too. All right, I gotta make a decision. One of these has to go over the other one. That one's gonna go over the cracker. I like it. There. Put a little shadow in right there. Okay, and just a quick little study. If I like that, I can make it a bigger one. Let's play around with some more stuff. So I'm gonna take my plate, I'm gonna clean it off. I wanna play with this giant marshmallow. Now the marshmallow actually has a kind of an interesting shape. It's, I mean, like a cylinder. So I could treat it that way, maybe do one edge of it here. So I'm gonna do it how I can see it. I can see one edge like this, And then it's like it has two big sides over here, and then I can kind of see around that. Like that, okay? Once again, from where I'm looking, I can add a little bit of shading, really make this thing hopefully look nice and round. This whole edge right here, really darken the shadow right here. Go back in, lay in some shadows like this. Look, I can almost see just that little same outline right through there. That's got to come around. All right, so really most of the time when things sit down, the area they sit down is the darkest. So I'm gonna put that right there. Okay, just let it fade out a little bit. All right, now I got a cool little marshmallow one. Ooh, so I'm gonna take this, let's start changing some stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a big bite out of this thing. Look, rocker. So I'm gonna put that there. And I'm gonna try this with my cracker. Quite what I was going for, but I like it. And then I can take these two. Look, it's like two mouths, like, they're gonna fight at each other. So I'm gonna set them up like that. I'm gonna draw that. Let me get that eaten. So I'm gonna make me another little box here. I got two, so I'm gonna make it a little bigger. This is my biggest shape, so let's see. He's still got that kind of, it's almost a square now, isn't it? Right here, I can see the bottom part of this right here on mine, that 3D part, so I'm gonna draw that. Gonna make that come up, and over here it's like, oh, you can see where my teeth marks are in there. That's really interesting. Make it right here is a little tooth mark, and right here. Okay, that's details. I gotta wait, getting ahead of myself. Come back over here. I got that marshmallow in. Actually, this, I can see this coming back too, like that. All right, now I'm gonna do this with my cracker. Now I'm gonna do this edge right here because I know it's straight. Now this is where it gets a little fun. I get to notice the details where that goes up. Look, I can even see a piece going behind it. That's a nice little detail, makes things look three-dimensional. Here's gonna be the other side of it. How many dots do I have left uneaten? 1, 2, there's the 2 in the middle. Look, we got 8 right there. Oh, and the rest are gone, they've been destroyed. So put a little edge on this maybe to make it look rippled like that. This is solid. I actually have a little shadow here. Now I can go back in and start doing details. Got my little teeth marks here. Oh, those are cool. I like them. Maybe do a little shading right here to really show that this has got some light on it. Now I put a little bit of a lamp right here beside mine, just so that way these do cast some long shadows. So play around where you are in your room. If you have a lamp, you can cut the lights off and really just kind of put it around, and it's almost like setting the stage for a scene, because that's what you're doing. You're laying out a little scene here. A really silly scene, but still, it's a pretty fun scene. So now I got my marshmallow eating this thing. But once again, during all this, as silly as it is, it's really training your mind to go back and look at details. Look for things like right here where I can see where this is. That shadow kind of comes up and it shapes that. It helps you to go back in and be able to figure out how to go back in. Where do you need to make things darker? How do you redraw things? Okay. Now, and it's also just fun little sketching tools, okay? Sometimes it's hard to figure out what we want to do in the middle of making some of our artwork, and we just get kind of bored and just want to draw something. Well, here's something fun that you can do. Take these things, okay? I have lots more treats, so I'm going to draw some more, possibly eat some of these. Remember marshmallow and Funyuns? No, it's okay. All right, see you next time.